Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. Today I have my last makeup basket for 2014. This is going to take me into the New Year's. Basically the first full week of 2015 I will be focusing a lot on my Finish 7 items and my Finish 5 items, as well as products that are going to be in my Project 20 pan, and I will be posting that video on New Year's Day, January 1st, and I'll explain more about how that's going to work there. And I will be continuing to do weekly makeup baskets because I will be rotating my makeup. I won't be using the exact same thing every week. The way I'm looking at my project panning and use it up challenges for the year is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. So it's not about how quickly I can use stuff up, but that it's something that I can continue on with for a long period of time without getting tired of it. And I feel like if I was trying to use up too many things at the same time, then I would probably get bored and I wouldn't stick with it. So I'm going to try this out and see how this works for me. But anyway, for my last makeup basket, I've decided to choose a whole bunch of products that are not part of any of my Use It Up challenges. So without further ado, I will show you the products that I have chosen for this week. The first thing I chose is my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This is the anti-aging primer. And I like it. I do kind of miss the original formula, but this is really nice, and I apologize for that glare. The Urban Decay Primer Potion is one of my favorite things ever, one of my favorite makeup discoveries, and where I've been using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance for the last couple of months to use it up with my Finish 6 by Christmas. I just needed to get back to my Urban Decay, and I thought that this would be a good time to bring it back out again. For face primer, it almost looks like a tube of toothpaste at this point, just because it's been so well loved. This is the Pomegranate Face Primer. This is a mattifying primer from Korres. This is Life. This is the most perfect face primer I have found yet for my combination skin. And I haven't been using it a lot because I have been using other primers to use it up, because this is like holy grail primer. And I wanted to get a little bit more use out of this now before I start trying to use up some of the primers that are not as great as this one. For eyes, this should come as no great surprise. I am choosing my new Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. And I am just crazy about this palette, especially this peanut butter shade right here. Oh my god. I'm wearing this on my lids today, and it is just like heaven. And a lot of the Too Faced shadows that I've tried in the past haven't been very pigmented or creamy. They've been sort of powdery and soft. So there are a couple of shadows in here that are like that, like the Pink Sugar, which is very like soft and sparkly, and you can definitely work with that. But there are so many shades in here that are so beautiful and creamy, and they just look so perfect on. I'm just so crazy about this palette. It makes me want to try the original chocolate bar palette as well, but we're not doing that right now. This was enough eyeshadow for me, especially where I'm still panning the Naked palette. So this is what I'm going to be ending 2014 with. For eyeliner, I went with the Black Velvet eyeliner from Urban Decay, and I like this because it's a matte eyeliner. I love Urban Decay, the 24/7 eyeliners. I love black eyeliners. I wear them all of the time. I was going to go with something a little bit more sparkly, but I've been putting focusing a lot of eyeliner into my waterline, and you don't want to use a lot of sparkles there. However, I wasn't satisfied with just one eyeliner because I'm an eyeliner junkie, so I also decided to whip out my Chanel liner, and this is in Cassis, and this is such a beautiful luxury product, and that is it swatched here. It's a smoky purple. Well, it's also a matte as well, but I thought that this would give me that. I haven't really used this as much as I should. I tend to do that with more luxury brand items. I will use them a few times, but then I almost feel guilty about using it because it was so expensive, which is so silly. I love these items. They're usually really great quality, and especially for the price you're paying, so you want to get your money's worth out of it for sure. Where I haven't used this eyeliner for a couple of months, I thought that I would definitely use it now, and I feel like it's a good contrast to the matte black, but it's not super crazy out there. It's just something a little bit different. For brows, I went with my dip brow, the Anastasia of Beverly Hills dip brow in medium brown. This stuff has changed my life. I seriously can't get over it, and I've raved about it so much. This is why I'm not going into super detail about that. If anybody does ever have any questions about any of the things I'm talking about and I didn't go into great detail about it, feel free to leave a comment down below. If I feel like I've been repeating myself because I've been raving about a product for the last few videos, then I won't give a lot of the same information again, but I'll have no problem answering anybody's questions. So for foundation, I went with my MAC Matchmaster. This is in this is in just the shade 1. This is the lightest shade. This is a great color match for me. I love this foundation. This one is my holy grail MAC foundation. I have repurchased this a couple of times. I love this foundation. It's a good medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up to cover a little bit more. This is just, I highly recommend this foundation if you're looking to get one from MAC. I did put in one thing from my Finish 7 by Spring into my weekly makeup basket because I'm kind of obsessed with it. It is the Flower Concealer, and this is just such a great concealer pen. I've been loving this on my, I've been loving this under my eyes, and even just like, it's such a good formula. Like I don't know if I would have to use the Sephora one again, which was in my last project pan. I'd have to use that again to compare it to this one, but I really like this. I guess it's not as, this one is not as brightening as the Sephora one is, but it does a really great job of making me look like I've gotten more sleep than I have. Oh, I forgot one other eye thing. I decided to go with my Josie Maran Argan Black Oil Mascara. This is the little sample size that came in the Winter Dreams collection, I think it was. Anyway, there was a collection that came out from Sephora and I have a review about it. And this was one of the items in here that I was really excited to try. And this is a great mascara. I really like the way that the argan oil conditions your lashes and doesn't make them feel crunchy. So this is one, when I was looking through my makeup collection of what I was going to choose, I was like, I have to use this mascara again because it just feels so good. For bronzer, I went with my Holy Grail bronzer, which has been so sorely neglected because I've been trying to hit pan on my little Benefit Hoola bronzer. But this is the Smashbox Suntan Matte Bronzer, and this is not the full size. This actually came in one of those 500 point perks from Sephora, and that's how long these little containers last. I love using this for a little bit of contour. It's the perfect shade. It just blends so well. It's not orangey, and it just seems more natural to me than a lot of the other bronzers I've used, which is very much like you have a darker color on your face. Now obviously it depends on how you use it, but that's the swatch of it there, and it just looks so much subtler, I guess, compared to other bronzers I've used, especially because it doesn't, I mean, it is matte, and I know my hand is so white, it's like reflecting light. It's terrible. I got this blush for Christmas. This is a MAC blush, my first MAC blush actually. This is in Melba, which is a matte. I think that it complements the Smashbox bronzer very well. It's very much this peachy pink color. I apologize again for my skin reflecting because it's so white, but you can see that's the Melba and that is the Smashbox, so I think they go really well together. For a highlight, I went with something from Stila. This is an all-over shimmer duo in Kitten, and that's what this looks like here. And once again, I thought that this complemented the blush and bronzer very well. So that is both sides. That's the darker side, obviously, and that's the lighter side. But I think that they work really well as a nice highlight with the bronzer and the blush. And lastly, I have lipstick because I'm still finishing up with the 30-day lipstick challenge. I know I haven't done an update. I just haven't had the time to sit down and film something like that because it takes so long where you're putting the lipstick on and swatching things, and I haven't had time to take a lot of pictures or film videos when I've been wearing the looks anyway, just because it's that holiday time where I'm running around doing all kinds of things and visiting family, and it's just been a little bit nutty. So I'm hoping I'll do a recap at the very end and kind of talk about what I learned and how it kind of changed some things for me. But I don't know about doing a whole like lip thing with it. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But this is what I'm wearing today. This is the Buxom lipstick in Mistress, and that is the swatch of it there. It is a very pretty soft pink color, one of the last soft lighter shades that I had left. The other softer shade I have left is this Tarte matte lip tint in Alluring, and that is what that looks like there. So that'll be fun to use. I've got a Makeup Forever N45 lipstick, and this is super red. So that's what that one looks like. It's a little bit glossy though, so I think I'll be able to sheer it out a little bit depending on what day I wear it. And then the other red I have is a Kat Von D, which is one of those super crazy long wear liquid lipsticks. This is in Outlaw, and that is what that looks like. Yeah, that's nuts. I'm thinking that's probably gonna have to be like a New Year's Eve kind of thing. Then I have the Too Faced Melted Fuchsia because I just was so scared to use it before, and I kind of wish I had because it is super crazy. It is a very, 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 very bright fuchsia color. And finally, the Tarte Lip Surgent in Flush, which looks, oh, I just got it in my hand there, but that looks like that. So I still have quite a few bold colors left to use, but these are going to be the colors I'm going to be using to end 2014 and to lead up until the big Use It Up challenges happen in 2015, which I'm super excited for. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. It means so much to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.